So Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Well, we're ready for the kids we gave birth to by the time we gave birth to our firstborn. In this video, we're just going to talk about that entire experience. First of all, were we mentally prepared? Secondly, were we emotionally prepared? Were we financially prepared by the time we gave birth? And how did we make it across to the point at which we are right now? I'll go first. Now, truth be told, we found out we were pregnant at about 25.
24.
Yes.
24 actually. Yeah, we were 24.
Now, back then we had just started renting. I got a small place around Bukoto. I just started a new startup, so things were not yet stable, to be honest. So I got the news. That same time I got the news, I told my brother. I called him. We sat down. On him sitting down with me, I told him I broke the news. He was like, what? The guy was bothered on my behalf. He was like, you guy, on a normal day, there are even some days you buy one Rolex. and that Rolex, you share it among your entire family. Now, what do you mean you're giving birth? And how are you going to manage that? You're going to die. So, when it comes to the financial front, to be honest, we were not ready whatsoever.
Even the poor would call us poor. We were that broke. We were staying in a studio apartment. I think we were paying 200k.
No, 300.
300?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, 300k in Bukoto,
Yeah.
studio apartment. And I was working at a job where I think I was earning 400k or 500k. One of the two.
Yeah.
I was earning, I don't think I was earning anything above 500k.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ken has just started a startup that hasn't yet picked. We were not ready. Honestly, financially, we were not ready. Mentally, I was ready. I was ready because like growing up, I kept telling myself, I need to have my first child by 25. And somehow, I got pregnant at 24 and gave birth at 25. For some reason, and maybe I manifested it, but I was mentally prepared. But were you mentally prepared?
I wouldn't say so, but the moment you find out you're pregnant, now you get into the mindset of, how are we going to survive? It becomes more about, once this person comes, we're going to need to create some kind of life where they're able to survive. Where, first of all, we're able to take care of the bills, we're able to take care of where we are staying responsibly. Ideally, it puts you in some kind of mode, some kind of father mode, where now it's about how do I take care of the family as opposed to.
So your mindset shifts.
Yes, the mindset kind of shifts over to, I now have people that I need to take care of, and because you have that responsibility, things have to work faster and a bit smarter. That is the advantage I think having kids brings to a man overall. Now you tend to make better decisions on grounds of man. The moment you have people, a kid will need milk regardless of whether.
First of all, I was worried that what is this child going to eat? I wasn't even thinking about the breast milk or anything like that.
Yeah.
Nothing. I was thinking about what is this child going to eat, because us, we can survive on our Rolex and we go to bed and sleep. We can survive on like one meal a day and go to bed. Now there's this person who has to eat like 10 times in a day. But somehow, surprisingly, when that child came, somehow doors opened for us. We didn't suffer so much. It didn't suffer as much as possible. As long as the child breastfeeds every 2 hours, breastfeed every 2 hours. And I was like, this breast milk is free.
Yeah.
So the other things should be able to come around. Yeah.
Now, in my perspective, I was talking to a friend of mine called Odong. Now, I was telling him, man, it's like God provides for kids. So once you give birth, things automatically take shape. The guy told me that is not the case. He told me, man, you can give birth.
Suffrage.
And that is why your suffering begins etching to nature music. Now, honestly, in my perspective, I thought, man, it was just God taking care. And that is how God took care of kids. Until he gave me the realization that, man, there could also be the other side of things where you give birth, no laws and things are going to take shape. Then,
but you can get yourself ready mentally by reading about what, like, parenthood, by
Yeah.
reading about childbirth, by
Yeah.
reading about what to expect when expecting. I watched all sorts of crazy videos. Meanwhile, I would watch, the moment I found out it was going to be C-section, I was like, huh? I watched all C-section videos on YouTube, all those things, just
Those
to
things
prepare.
are not nice by that.
They're not nice, but for me, I wanted to prepare my mind
Yeah.
for what I was going for, and also prepare my mind for surgery and whatnot. Yeah, so you can prepare yourself the moment you find out, but being entirely ready, it's hard. It's
But
hard.
out of this entire experience, I've just known now that, man, a kid is a kid. Whatever you get them used to is what they'll go with.
True,
So
true.
it's. I think sometimes you just have it in your head that the expectations are big, but as soon as the kid comes to life, they don't really need much. It's water, milk.
Diapers.
It's only after like 3 years where you now need to begin really stabilizing the water, because now school fees has come in. But these first 3 years, man, you can hustle, to be honest. So if you're out there about to give birth, hopefully you go through the same path as us.
So are you ready?
Initially, no, but like I said, the things that
Caught up.
happened, so you can easily, I caught up overall.
Me, I was ready. Mentally, I was ready. But financially, it's a story for another day.
So give us, what was your experience like? Have you gone through this? For you, just leave us a comment below telling us what your experience was. Someone just enlightened me that for you things might have gone kawa, but for other people not so much. So what was your experience like? Just leave us a comment below and we'll be happy to hear from you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ready.